How's it going, guys? We're wearing the Brock shirt again because long live the Brock shirt. Anyways, well, let's get down to business here. We are here, Tree Woe Show, February 24th, 2014. Jeez, I was getting years mixed up with what just happened. So yeah, review of Raw. Let's get into this. Starts off, oh baby, I am a real American. I was hoping for the intro of that before the music hit. Show kicks off, not wasting any time. We all knew he was going to be here. They announced he was going to be here. Hulk Hogan is back. Awesome to see Hulk Hogan. It's crazy what some red and yellow and a different venue with a lot more people there can do for your star. I didn't. I'll be honest. Hogan, it's one of those things where dudes that are in like TNA, I just didn't care. Like Hogan, I mean, being in TNA didn't make him any less of a big name. He's Hulk Hogan no matter where he is. But Hulk Hogan in WWE just has a different star and a different feel to it. So it was awesome to see him back, donning the Hulkamania stuff with the boa and all this stuff, just doing his thing. Awesome to see Hogan, brother. Ooh, if you're not down with Hogan, I got two words for you. But anyways, he comes out and he says that we're gonna launch the WWE universe, and I was like, Hogan, come on, man. And then he caught himself. He's like, what? I meant to say the network. I was like, my man. So Hogan comes out, he plugs the network, which you have to do. Hopefully, if you guys have the network, you're enjoying it. Let me know what you think about it below. If you haven't already, let me know if I need to do it. I'll obviously get it before WrestleMania, but I don't know if I'm going to get it until WrestleMania. It'll depend on, feedback from other people. So let me know what you think about it if you have it. So yeah, and he says he's going to be the host of WrestleMania. It's a huge day, and it's all. If he comes out, he does what he needs to do, and he gets out of there. Good segment. Awesome to see Hulk Hogan in. I mean, it's Hulk Hogan, guys. He's the man. Our first match of the night, Batista versus Del Rio, a rematch from last night. I'm like, okay, they're going at it. It goes for a few segments again. I'm like, man, I wish Batista would just squash him. On the contrary, Randy Orton music hits and he comes out and distracts Batista, and Del Rio rolls Batista up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I know. I was like, what? And Orton just sounds. He's like, hey man, you know, sorry I interrupted your match, but you getting beat by Del Rio is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. He brings up, he acknowledged the booze. Like you usually don't see that. Orton's like, hey, it's funny how your triumphant return. Obviously the crowd doesn't like you, hasn't done much. And Batista talks back though, and he's like, hey, I love this business. And I love that these crowds have a voice, but I have a voice too. They're gonna cheer me, I'll cheer them back. They're gonna boo me, I'll boo them back. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter to me. And I'm like, okay. So while this wasn't exactly a Batista heel turn, I like that they're acknowledging the boos, and it's like, okay, you know what? Whatever. I don't, it doesn't affect me, which I thought was good. They needed to do because you can't just sit there and fight the grain so much. Like it was bad. This match, they're booing him just like ever. So it's good, to not turn heel, but he's turn a little bit to where you show like, hey, do what you want. It doesn't affect me, instead of being the face where you're just sitting there like acting like, yeah, this is awesome. Then we got Cesaro versus Big E. Not a bad match. Cesaro hits the swing on him after I think he hit it 10 times on him, and he also hit the huge uppercut on Big E, which was cool to see. But then he ends up getting DQ'd because Swagger ends up putting the ankle lock on Big E. And then you can see Swagger and Cesaro are going after it, but then Big E comes in, starts attacking Swagger, and Cesaro hits the neutralizer on him, so he comes to the aid of our boy, Jack Swagger, the world's boy. So teasing a breakup, but then he ended up standing up for him. Interesting to see where they go with that. Then we got John Cena coming out addressing the Wyatt family, obviously after what happened last night. He calls them out. He's like, hey, you guys want to come out here again, come out right now when I'm prepared for it. He comes out. The family's out there. Bray Wyatt sits in the rocking chair, starts talking crazy for a while. He's like, hey, because Cena had said, anybody that wants to take the reins of WWE, is that a pun? Take the reins of WWE and surpass him as the top guy? The reins? Anyway, he's like, they're gonna have to go through him. So Bray Wyatt says, hey, I'm ready to go through you. If that's what it takes, I'll go through you. It looked bad. I don't know how bad it is exactly. I haven't read up on it, but it looked like Cena hurt his ankle / knee or whatever, hurt pretty bad. So that sucks. Hopefully it's not too bad. Bad that he can get back out there pretty quick. But it looked pretty bad. But good for Cena. It looked like it was bad, but he stayed out there, finished the segment. He was waving off doctors like, no, just let's finish this. Wyatt's come back and attack him. And then he ends up getting stretchered out at the end. I mean, he's just on the thing. He couldn't put pressure on it, so we'll see what happens with that injury. That's not good though. Not best for business to have Cena out. And then you had Sheamus versus Christian. Sheamus won. It was a cool finish. Christian, jumped off, and then Sheamus caught him with a brogue kick. It was a cool match. Not two of my favorite guys, so it was hard to get into the match, but the ending was cool. There's no two ways about it. The ending was cool. And then we got my segment. Triple H and Daniel Bryan backstage. Triple H talking about the network. Him and Steph are chilling. Daniel Bryan comes around like, "What's your problem with me? Every time I get close to the title, you screw me out of it." And Triple H like, "You gotta remember our talk about B plus players." And Daniel Bryan's like, "Every time you send me out at your A plus players, I beat the crap out of them," which valid point. And he's like, "You know what? I'll fight you. I'll fight you right here, right now. I'll fight you at WrestleMania." And Triple H, being the man he is, says, "Please, get out you." He just totally brushes off the idea of even, having anything to do with this. And he just walks off in the smug Triple H way like, "You ain't wasting my time. I want to see that feud." By God, I hope Triple H wins. One more shovel. 'Tis there more room. There has to be room for one more shovel. Triple H hasn't got to bury guys anymore. Like, Triple H has not gotten to bury dudes via in-ring, as an in-ring competitor in a while. I think it's time to return to the ways of the game, and you bring the shovel back. So it looks like that match is gonna happen. Not like we didn't know it was gonna happen, but we'll see. Then we got Emma versus Summer Rae. Emma is crazy. I don't know what's going on with that, but she beat Summer Rae. The finisher was pretty cool. I'm not gonna act like I remember what it was called. It was a cool looking submission, and she got the win. So yeah, I guess she has a match coming up on NXT against Paige. I think they said was who it is the champ of NXT. But I'd like to watch NXT, so I mean that might be something cool to get. I mean, I want the network. Don't get me wrong, but I just want to kind of have people sift through it, see if it's because off of what they're saying it is, and it seems cool, but you never know if stuff's gonna go wrong. Are the streams laggy? Is it really all in HD, or is it mess up sometimes? So I just want to know. I just want to hear back from people what the deal is on it. But I'm gonna get it. It's one of the coolest things that's happened. Then we got the New Age Outlaws versus the Usos. I love this match. They're both in the ring, and the bell rings, so the match has started. But then the New Age Outlaws are like, "Whoa, young bucks, you got to get out of the ring. Respect your elders. You know how our matches start." So the Usos are like, I respect that. They get out. He starts doing the "Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages," and he starts doing all that. And before he gets to the end, boom, super kick. They throw Billy Gunn out. The match has already started. Splash on Road Dogg. 1, 2, 3 gets the win. Usos just win fast. I thought it was awesome. I was like, okay. Because I was looking, I was like, okay, it's 8:42 here. We have 20-something minutes left, and they already said that Brock's here, and they already said we got to get Roman and Bray. So I'm like, okay, this can't go very long, and it didn't. And I thought it was awesome. Usos catching them off guard like they did last night with the whole tights, catching them off guard, building towards. I still think it'll end up being a triple threat with the Brotherhood in there. That's just my opinion when it gets to WrestleMania, but who knows. And then we get Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt. The crowd was being ridiculous in this match. It's like, okay, Green Bay, let's think this through. Last night, Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, these same two dudes, the leaders of two factions that had a match, come out, crowd chanting, "This is awesome," before the match starts. This match, they come out, the two leaders of the group, one-on-one. This is a big-time match. This is a big deal. I heard Husky Harris chants. Are you freaking kidding me? We're back to that, really. "Oh, well, WWE doesn't build new stars. It's always Orton and Cena." Oh, you know what? Here's a new guy in Bray Wyatt that's on fire right now. Here's a new guy in Roman Reigns that's on fire right now. And you're going to chant Husky Harris and JBL and Jerry and Randy Savage during this match? Really? Hi, welcome to the land of hypocrites, you stupid assholes. Do you see why shit like this frustrates me? You can't have it both ways, Green Bay. Oh my God. I guess you guys were the home of Brett Favre, and Lord knows Brett Favre's an idiot. So really, but seriously, just think about that. Everyone complains about, oh, there's no new stars. Hello, two new rising on fire stars ahead of the two most over factions in how long, and you're just gonna be asshole. Oh, Husky here, really? Oh my god, I was so pissed off at Green Bay. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. CM Punk, CM Punk. Oh my god, you guys are so cool. You guys are tough guys. You're so tight. So yeah. Anyways, this match is going on. It gets to the point where Roman's about to hit the Superman punch. Boom! The lights hit. Wyatt's come out, but then Seth Rollins comes, and Dean Ambrose isn't there for a while. And all of a sudden, Ambrose comes at the last second to help kind of make the save. But then Ambrose actually goes in and attacks Bray Wyatt, causes the DQ, and then the Shield clears him out of the ring, and the Wyatts leave, and the Shield's just kind of in the ring. And I thought it was going to be the thing where Roman Reigns kind of got irritated at Dean Ambrose, but he didn't really visibly show it. So it was cool. I mean, I liked this segment, I liked this match, but the crowd was just pissing me off. I'm sorry. And then we got to the main event. Brock Lesnar comes out with Paul Heyman. They're like, listen, I'm the real number one contender. You know what I mean? I deserve it. We should just get Orton and Batista out of the way and let the winner fight Brock Lesnar. And the crowd's like, yeah, good call. So, Brock, it's always cool to see Brock. Brock's my boy. They said that, Triple H isn't allowing him to have this match because he has to earn it. So he gave him an open contract. He gets to choose his opponent. And Paul Heyman's like, you know what? We decline. Thanks, but no thanks. And they start walking out of the ring, and then, dong. And I said, I don't care if I knew it was coming. I don't care if I knew this match was going to happen. I don't know if I knew The Undertaker was returning tonight. Hearing his music will never not make me freak out. He is, I think Undertaker's my second favorite wrestler of all time, behind The Rock. So, always a big deal to me. You never know when his last match is going to be. So I'm gonna, people can say what they want about The Undertaker. I mean, most people are usually excited to see him, but I'm sure there's those few people that aren't. So you guys can do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? But literally, Brock Lesnar is one of my favorite dudes of all time. The Undertaker is, like I said, my second favorite dude of all time, behind this gentleman right there, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So I'm super pumped for this match. This gave WrestleMania the boost it needs. Brock Lesnar is one of those dudes that's a legit dude. He's a legit dude that can make you feel like the streak is going to end. And that's what you need, dudes like that, especially at this time. And Brock, oof, I love me some Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, I've cheered for you against CM Punk, another guy I like a lot. Not as much anymore because he kind of sold out on us, but that's okay. We're not talking about that. But Brock, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. There is no way in hell I can support you at WrestleMania because this man is the man of WrestleMania and he will never lose. So I cannot wait. That is going to be a good match. Anyway, how the segment goes down, Undertaker's music hit, he comes down to the ring, and they have the stare down, which, my God, that stare down was some real shit. That looked so sick. I was just like, oh my God. Brock Lesnar says, you know what, let's do it. So Undertaker looks at the sign, Brock signs it, he hands him the pen, he's like, sign it. Undertaker, he's like, sign the thing. Undertaker grabs it, boom, stabs Brock Lesnar in the hand, pushes it off, rips the hood off, choke slams him through the table, and does the look at the WrestleMania sign. And Michael Cole's like, I'll take that as a yes. And there you have it. Paul Heyman just sits there in shock. Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 30. I cannot wait. This is the boost WrestleMania needed. Ooh, I cannot wait. I've said that like 16 times. I'll say it for a 17th time. I cannot wait. I enjoyed this Raw. I knew I was going to. You have Hogan returning. I'm always going to see my boy Randall Keith Orton. I got the beginnings to a Triple H Daniel Bryan feud, which I want to see because I really don't like Daniel Bryan. So I'm going to like taking on the heel role and supporting Triple H with the other 4 people that are going to. Usos had a match. Love that. Got to see Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt. That's my kind of stuff. And then Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker, 2 of my top 5 dudes ever. Like, this was my kind of show. So let me know what you thought down below. Let me know what your thoughts on WrestleMania are. Again, I've asked again. Let me what you think about the network. Anything, if you haven't already, let me know down below. Like this video, subscribe to the Tree Woe Show, and I will see y'all later.